Oh, hello. Why yes, I am Suda51. You say you're a fan of my games? How big of a fan are you? Haha. Well, I have seen bigger in my time. But that's okay. I have fans of all sizes. All my games are inspired by the Smiths and Joy Division. To be honest, I've never seen a wrestling match. Oh, you made your own beam katana? Will you show me? You never had a dad growing up? That's very sad. Please tell me more. You're a moderator of a Grasshopper Discord? Do you have anything else going on in your life? No, huh? Please check out No More Heroes 3 on the Switch. I'm directing it. Did you know I'm directing it? The secret to the Kill the Past series lies within Frog Minutes. You want to hold hands with me? Okay, but just this once. You want to see Flower, Sun, and Rain in HD? I've never considered it. But upon consideration, no. From this point forward, the Sword Action Trilogy shall define my twilight years as a developer. Did you like Let It Die? It's alright. You can show me your premium decals. Did you get the Lily Bergamo one? You imported Guild 1 on launch? Huh, what an interesting story. You must really be my Ichiban #1. How about we go to the batting cages together and let off some steam? You counted how many references in Travis Strikes Again? To be honest with you, I didn't think too deeply about it when I wrote it. You think video games have evolved beyond fun? Haha, yeah, sure, that's a take to have. Please share with me your favorite French New Wave film. I'm afraid your neckbeard might tickle me if we try to kiss. But there's only one way to find out. Who's your favorite dictator? Mine's Pinochet. He was totally punk rock. My favorite Slowdive song is When the Sun Hits. But I also think Allison is a nice choice. Are you a shoegazer too? Hey, that tickles. Please cut it out.
Okay, all ready to go? Let's get started! I'll start the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the July 22nd Hikikomori cool stream. I am Hikiko. Suda's in chat. I want to see Suda's in my chat. Give me the face. Give me the H. I want to see all them. I see all these badge members in here. Who do we got in? Turtle Guy. Turtle Guy's in here. Somebody's been playing the silver case. I got you, man. I got you. I was right there. Tokyo Morishima, best character in the whole Kill the Past series, in my opinion. We got Alexandros Cap, Turtle Guy, Mr. C. Mr. C vids, really enjoy his stuff. He's got a really good retrospective on an old Japanese Game Boy game. Check him out. Mr. T, friend of the channel. Neon Neko, sick intro. I'm glad you like it. I planned this cool stream to be at 4 p.m. CST. Everyone's off of work. Those of us with a job are getting off of work, at least, you know, maybe on the East Coast, we're already home. But I'm also considering the people across the sea, okay? I've got Hikikomori Media is international, my friends. Everybody shows up. Everybody shows up. We got J-Spot with all sorts of emotes. We got Swagmaster Keke, got the two Hassie cans, and J-Spot has the golden Hassie can. Nobody's gotten beyond the golden yet. What lies after that? Let's shout out J-Man, what up? The Mick DJC1. You got games on the Switch? I got lots of games on the Switch, okay? Believe it or not, I haven't showcased too many Switch games. I think about 4 of them, perhaps. I buy a lot of games for Switch. It's so convenient. It's just so convenient. Let's get the camera to focus right on my face here. Right over here. Look at me. Look at, huh? What do you guys think? Am I starting to slim up a little bit? I feel a bit slimmer. I feel like a brand new Hikiko. Losing some weight this summer. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about what happened at the gym. What happened at the gym, Hikiko? I'm surprised I'm still here and not just in a fetal position in my bedroom after what happened. Jeez. Okay. Dandy Dungeon is cool, says Poe. There's a Dandy Dungeon video up on my channel. Go check out the Onion Games video on Hikikomori Media. I talk about most of Onion Games is like more recent stuff. I haven't talked about Moon yet. M-O-O-N. That's how you spell classic PlayStation RPGs. I got games on the Atari Lynx. No, unfortunately, that's like one of the only retro handhelds I've never been able to get a hold of. It just kind of weirded me out, the whole dual, like you're supposed to share the whole system with somebody else, and it's like in Tate mode. Looking good, man. All right, so my friends, if you didn't check it out, I put out a little update video. I am working on a No More Heroes 3 video for next month, getting all my background done. I mean, if I look back at my channel, I've covered like over 15 Grasshopper games and all the crazy references, so I do have a lot of back catalog footage, but I wanted to go through and play through No More Heroes 1 and 2 especially again, just to make sure I got everything ready. Do you like Saga Frontier, by the way? Do I like Saga Frontier? You mean this right over here? One of my favorite PlayStation 1 RPGs. Very underrated. And I have a physical copy of it. Got it from Play Asia. Thank you for reading my accent. In my accent, says Chase. But Tectonic Improv, tell me that your first experience was not with Nocturne wasn't the Switchboard. No. I played it on the PS2. So we're going to get this going. I'm playing with the Switch Pro controller. Let me tell you something here, by the way. There's a new video out on YouTube about this guy who thinks he has solved Joy-Con drift. There's like a little metal back plate near the joysticks and I bought a kit to take apart my Joy-Cons. I've done it before, but I bought an actual kit for it. I managed to repair like 3 out of my 4 Joy-Cons, but the drift still returns. I think I need to get, like, you're supposed to put more pressure on this metal electric shield on your joysticks. And so I didn't really have anything crazy, so I'm going to get something. I am dead set on fixing my Joy-Cons because I've had so many go bad. But this right here, what do they call this? The Switch Controller Pad Pro or whatever? This is honestly one of my favorite controllers ever made. The only problem I have with it is the little sticks here are concave or convex. They stick out. They need to be concave, and then they're golden. All right. Spoiled on No More Heroes 3, says McDJC1. No, I've been avoiding trailers and gameplay footage. I don't know why people like to do that. Like, you know you're gonna play a game. I know I'm gonna love No More Heroes 3. Why would I want to watch somebody just struggle through the intro part and like ruin that for myself, okay? I want to be like a kid at Christmas, like we're taking off the toilet paper wrapping and just, this is what I've been waiting for like 15 years, okay? Why would I ruin that for myself, okay? I am a no, what do they call that, like no fappers and stuff? I'm a no More Heroes fapper, okay? I abstain from No More Heroes news until I've played it for myself. I don't care about anyone else's like little deep dive, like, look at this reference. Shut up. I don't want to know. Blinders on. I'm going in, okay? Raw dog, No More Heroes 3, taking the time for myself, okay? I'm getting a whole big extra Kleenex box, like Sam's Club, Costco Kleenex box. I'm going to have her right here, armchair. It's going to be tipped over. I'm going to wear a luchador mask and sit in silence as I wait for it. I'll probably download it. Like I'm looking forward to downloading the, there's like a digital version and a physical one. I got the physical one on the way. Didn't spend like $50,000 on the limited one, just the vanilla. And then I have the digital one I'll probably download like that same night just so I can play it. I usually, when I like a game, I support it in 2 ways. But that's just me. You do you. We got to read some weekly backdrops so Travis can unlock new moves. I think he might already have these 2 unlocked, but that's one of the ways you do it. You unlock new moves through magazines. If you guys haven't checked this out, like I have made a video on No More Heroes 1. Haven't done it on 2 yet, but I will be talking about 2 in my new video. I just love 2. It's my personal favorite in the entire series. And I've heard it's not popular with all the elitists out there, but look, okay, already Travis's neat pad here is already decked out. He's got all the luchador masks. He's got all the obscure gaming consoles and the Figmas. And they even included physics to knock over his cum rag trash can over there. You can play Bizarre Jelly, a shoot 'em up over here. One of the main things you do is you feed Gene, you play with Gene. I'll be doing that soon. It's got a bit more personality. The HD remaster is super fluid. I recommend just any, like all the No More Heroes HD stuff, probably the 24-25 silver case compilation wouldn't be bad either, but whoever Suda hired, I think it was like Junkyard Dog Games or something, I forget who they're called, but whoever did this port, kudos. They did a phenomenal job. And I just like No More Heroes 2 because it cuts to the chase. You've already got, like, you know, a decent wardrobe going for you. You got, like, you can just go jump into the minigame, start earning money. It's kind of structured in the same way as a Fumito Ueda game, like where you just go straight for the boss fights. They know what the best stuff is, and they give you more of it. And That's how I feel about it. I like a game that just cuts to the chase and just lets you know, like, this is the world, these are the things you like, let's put only the best stuff in. And some people are like, well, you don't get to go around Santa Destroy or ride the Schlepp Tiger and bump into all the physics. Like, you know, the Schlepp Tiger's cool, it's part of Travis's character, but there are some moments where you get to ride the Schlepp Tiger for like a boss fight, the worst boss fight in this game, but I just like it. I think it's my personal favorite. I love No More Heroes 1. I don't discount it whatsoever and its contributions and just like breaking Suda into the scene. Travis Strikes Again has its moments. I think it's a bit overrated by the purists, the big swinging grasshopper dicks in the scene. I think it's a tad overrated in that regard. It definitely feels like an indie game, and that's what they're trying to do. They're just trying to channel the indie spirit. Don't you get it? Yeah, I get it, but it's not the best in the series, in my opinion. I really love No More Heroes 2. And in many ways, it feels like an expansion pack on all the stuff I already love from the first one. But maybe one day I'll probably talk about it a little bit in No More Heroes 3. But I'm looking forward to it. I think I've only seen like 2 trailers for No More Heroes 3. I saw like the Nintendo Direct announcement and then like one more after that. But I'm pretty much in the dark. I can't wait for it. No beam katana recharging. I'm the same way. I've been avoiding most videos around No More Heroes 3. Mr. T says, hey, I have a Wii copy of No More Heroes lying around. Should I pick up the Switch port or just play the Wii version? If you have a Switch, I recommend the Switch port. They're 60 frames, 1080p, lots of different control styles. I think they're the closest in terms of the original vision that Suda had. I mean, they do offer you lots of different control schemes, so they're cheap too. I think they're like $30 a piece. You can get them both for 60. The Wii ones are great though. I do enjoy them, but you have to play it on a CRT in my opinion if you really want to get the good, like the best possible experience. The motion controls are fun too. I mean, they were designed with that in mind, so you do a lot of quick time stuff, but you feel like you're in the moment. We're trying to get my cat to lose weight here. Shake that cat. There we go. Just my cat hates belly rubs. I don't know about you guys, but I could not get away with this on old cat. He'd be biting me at this point. There we go. There we go. But personally, for long extended plays of No More Heroes, I tend to use like the classic controllers. No More Heroes 2 feels more like it was designed better with classic controls in mind. But you know, it's all up to you and what you like to do. I don't mind motion control. Some people like to throw a fit about it and just say it's the bane of video gaming and it's all gamified and stuff, but I mean, just use your imagination. I think No More Heroes has a self-aware sense of humor, especially when charging up your beam katana and stuff like that. The first time I saw that in real life when I was playing with a friend, like we were just cracking up. Same way like when you play WarioWare Smooth Moves on the Wii and all the ridiculous stuff they have you do. So, yeah, I mean, if you got the sense of humor and the tolerance for it, that's the way to play. We're going to do some of the 8-bit games. We're going to earn some money. You know, this is going to be a loose freewheeling stream. I'm going to be playing a lot of this on my own to capture footage for No More Heroes 3. Yeah, it's in 60 frames, says Turtle Guy. Engine Software, says Khalid. Thank you. That's who. Are they actually 60 on Switch? Yes, they are 60 frames on Switch. $20 each. Okay, maybe I got them at 30. I feel like I paid 30 for them. I don't remember. I just remember downloading them real quick. Yeah, even in handheld mode. That's a good point too. It's handheld, so you can just play on the go. No More Heroes and Mad Worlds are the games where I enjoy motion controls the most. Yeah, Mad World unfortunately doesn't give you options beyond it, so you have to use the motion controls for that, if I'm remembering correctly. But that's because Mad World was fairly early on into the Wii, and I think it predates the classic controller, or it's just around the same time. But yeah, Mad World still hasn't been ported to anything else, unfortunately. And I would love to see them kind of expand some of the cut content. They had a lot of cut content in Mad World. But I have a Mad World retrospective up on the channel. Go check it out. Red Steel 2, my man. I tried to get down with Red Steel 2. Honestly, the first Red Steel is some of the worst garbage you can play on the original Wii. Like, if you like shooting gallery games, I guess it's passable. Red Steel 2, I wish it was more on rails, but it feels like a Borderlands light on the Wii. So it's decent. I won't knock it completely, but I couldn't get too far before I kind of was turned off. It's a little dry for my taste. But yeah, right now I'm doing a bug off. Bug off is like one of the ways you can earn money in the game. They had kind of a retro inspiration for a lot of these. Like it was, I think this kind of predates the whole Famicom and 8-bit NES resurgence. But yeah, this one has like, when you start a game or a mini game, you hear Travis like blowing a Famicom cartridge and popping it in. I love that. And the mini games I think are far better curated in this one than they are in one. There's some pretty awful mini games in the first one, but I like stuff like the scorpion collecting with the tongs. I found out that's based on a real thing. There are trash pickers in Japan that pick up stuff with tongs or those like extendable claws and stuff. And I mean, there's not a whole ton of litter in Tokyo as it is, speaking from experience. It's one of the cleanest cities you can ever visit. But yeah, I saw this, I think, TikTok of these two guys that had the trash backpacks, and they were picking up stuff with tongs, and maybe it was an homage to No More Heroes, or maybe it's just been a thing that's been going on for a while. But I definitely love the mini games. Like that's one of the main reasons why I think No More Heroes kind of has like that perfect balance. It's because it breaks up the typical flow of things. Like it gives you like a better look at what it's like holding down like unsteady work, like just trying to do part-time jobs in a gig world. And like I think more people nowadays, like millennials, Gen Z and everything, might appreciate that more because of stuff like Lyft and Uber Eats and all that shit. There are just a lot of people are like, yeah, working this shitty job for, you know, some side money here and there, just trying to get on the grind. And I think Travis, in a lot of ways, I think whenever you play a game, wherever it's made by a Japanese creator that's trying to like pay homage to Western stuff, like some people would say Earthbound's like a big love letter to Western culture. And, you know, there's some times where they get it right. I think Suda gets a lot of the Western humor and the things that are represented in No More Heroes. I think he gets a lot of it right. I think Swery gets he gets a lot of it wrong, but his heart's in the right place too. But I just love it. I don't care if you know, a Japanese developer wants to stereotype Americans in their game and make us big fat slobs that inhale burgers. Go for it. I find that shit funny. and I give them complete license to do it. Like, make fun of us all you want. But some people are like, that's not cool, or that's lowbrow. Now, Suda, you can make fun of us all you want, man. It's all good. One thing I do appreciate about this port right here is they fix this minigame. Anyone who's ever played Bug Out on the original Wii version, you would have troubles trying to suck up multiple enemies at one time. Like, you would get a death if it hit your hitbox just right. But here I'm able to just like take up whole rows of enemies with no problem. And the hitbox, I think, is more forgiving than it was. Correct me if I'm misremembering that, but here just plays like a dream. It's a tad easier, honestly. But yeah, I'm just going to play this like maybe a couple of times, or I'll play Lay in the Pipe. And, okay, this is a problem though. I don't have enough room to get that scorpion, so I'll have to play it smart. I think you can only get the scorpions in 2 ways. You have to get a block to stun them, or use the pesticide. So there are some rules here. It's not as easy as it looks. But yeah, usually if you suck them in from a diagonal, that would kill you in the main game. Or in the original. But this is great. Like, this is like a ton easier. We got ourselves an extra life. Let's go. But yeah, guys, I'll be telling the story here probably once we hit the hour mark. I'll be telling you Hikiko versus the Boomer gym. This is a recent shit. Like, I deal with a lot of weird stuff because I think when people see me, they approach me under that. Oh, he got me. They approach me under the guise of, this guy looks friendly. This guy looks non-threatening. Let me just go harass him, or let me go like make him uncomfortable. And that happens a lot. It's kind of like one of those stories, like where I'm put in a very, very awkward spot. So if you like that. Muhammad, no, this is not TSA. This is No More Heroes 2 Desperate Struggle. It released originally on the Wii, but this is the HD version of it. And I highly recommend it. And I've only played a little bit of the HD version, but I've played the original one more times than I can count. In fact, I've played No More Heroes 2 more than I've played the first one, I think. That's not true. As a matter of fact, I've played every version of the first one, like Heroes Paradise and all that. So I guess with all the different versions that I've played, I've probably played one. But in my own personal time, I've played No More Heroes 2 quite a bit. I just love it. But it just kind of appeals to me and what I look for in games. Oh, shit. I might have to go from the top to get the blue guy. And that red one's going to be a problem, too. You have to get all the bugs that you see to get the full paycheck. I believe there are 3 or 4 levels. It's not particularly long, but you'll have to do it a couple of times to get everything. So we're going to just bomb this guy. Oh! He got me with the poison! I got too cocky. That's all right. We only got 1 guy left, so we'll be all right. Just get all the pesticides and just run for it. Looking forward to the upcoming video on No More Heroes. Well, thank you, Muhammad. It's being worked on right now, despite not having No More Heroes 3 right now. There's some things I've wanted to say about the series, so I'll just be kind of building a background for it. Got him! We got 50 viewers. We need 1 more. We need 1 more. Get out of here with 50 viewers. 51 viewers. Call a friend. Bring them in for the cool stream. You're not going to want to miss the story. Benito's in here. What's up? We got Kerbals. It's No More Heroes 2. These are the side jobs. That's right. I'm just trying to earn a little bit of money. Usually before I do all the ranked matches, I try and go to Naomi's and get all the upgrades. Ryan's Gym is another one I could go to. These gym mini games can be pretty tough in the later stuff. Like it's super easy, like San Andreas is, like lifting the weights when you first start out. But look how beautiful this looks. You can tell that there's a high degree of anti-aliasing. There's no sharp edges like there were on the Wii. The frame rate is a godsend, but No More Heroes 2 does place you in like enclosed areas more often. But yeah, you got some nice shadows on here. I believe this is also on PC, if I'm correct. I haven't got it on PC. 51 viewers! 51! Leave that like. Let me see it. Thumbs up for 51. Let's go. I see 21 likes, 51 viewers. Leave that like. You know what it is. Thank you so much. I got my replay going over here, so it's looking good. It's looking good. I'm trying to stream at like a higher bit rate than normal. I got fiber internet, so we are just blazing here. And I hope the game looks good. I'm trying to stream at 60 frames so you can get an idea of how smooth it is. But this is Ryan. I think Ryan learned from was it Thunder Tiger or Tiger Thunder from the first one? He was the original sensei, and he's kind of taken over. Okay, let's go. So we're gonna beef up Travis a little bit here. It's on, oh yeah, it's on that Amazon thing. You're right. Luma? Is that what it's called? There we go. Okay. It's LNR for these. So the mission of this is Ryan, he's going to hit that button and he's going to change the direction of the treadmill. So you kind of need to hover around the middle here. It gets rather tough in the later ones. Like No More Heroes 2 is like one of those games that if you want to get 100%, it's going to make you exhausted for sure. Thunder Ryu, that's right. I'm thinking of Electro Thunder Tiger from TSA. What do I know? TSA, by the way. I got this shirt custom printed from Redbubble a long time ago. I really enjoyed it. I think it's my only No More Heroes apparel that I own, but I might get some more soon. Checked the price the other day, but decided to get the Switch ports of No More Heroes 1 and 2. That's probably good. There are physical versions. You can get them. I think it was like I Love Pixels is the website doing it. They're a UK-based retailer. They're like limited run games, and they're selling them. I think they're up on eBay. Try not to overpay, but they are solid ports. So if you want to get them, I don't believe there were any patches. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the game is like fully on the cartridge, final version, because it came out a little bit later compared. All right, so here we go. We got to punch all these free weights here. Okay, so I messed up instantly. Okay, let's retire and try that again. This is punch, this is kick. Hopefully I didn't lose all my money there. I think they were like $2,000 every time you do it. You get a lot of money later on though. All right, yeah, it's $2,000, but I got $74,000. Let's effing go. I'm gonna be the boss of this gym by the end of it. Hey, Leather Club's a few blocks down. Okay, so this is punch, this is kick. All right, let's go. I love Ryan's like aquamarine 5 o'clock shadow over there. That's pretty good. This reminds me of that old Rocky game on the Sega Master System. Here we go. Dodge them kisses. I'm gonna dodge them. Oh, I hate these. Nailed it. Okay. Is that Travis's strength? Attack power. Yeah, his attack power is up. So yeah, you just do these like little mini games here and there. No More Heroes 2 is, compared to the first one, it's a tad on the short side, but I feel it never wastes your time. And I mean, you get enough weapon variety and cool clothes and interesting boss designs that you just never feel bored. And I've played this one so many times, just like maybe once a year. I just blaze through this one. Max, what's up, man? There was a patch for No More Heroes 1 because of EngineSoft. They accidentally removed some of the shop music while trying to remove Heavenly Star. That was quickly fixed. Yeah, I think they removed, there's like in the first game, there's like a job bulletin place where you go to get like mini games like this. And they removed like one of my favorite songs from the game. But I think they've since fixed that. So, Airport 51 is where I can get clothes. Hotel is where Travis lives. Naomi's Lab is where you get beam katana upgrades. Not sure she has anything in stock yet. Ryan's Gym is where we were. And then you have just multiple side jobs. In No More Heroes 2, they eliminated like the open roaming sections. So you're not riding around on your motorcycle, the Schlepp Tiger. Some people are mad about that, but I'm just like, yeah. You know, It's what they had the budget for at the time. I'm not going to knock them for that. I mean, it wasn't like GTA level interactivity. You mostly just go around kicking dumpsters and finding Lavikov's balls and all that shit. Here's the best girl right here. So I can get the Camilla. I think I got enough money for the Camilla. Let's get it. My favorite beam katana in the game's the Peony. The Peony is this one beam katana, like it's like a lightsaber where it just constantly grows as you're doing better and landing your hits. It just grows like a big. Suda51 calls it the Schwartz from Spaceballs, but it's in the same vein right there. Same vein. But yeah, we still got a little money left over. Let's go clothes shopping, then we'll get into our first ranked match. Yeah, I do use that song. So like if I take a bathroom break, we're going to be using that song. You know what I'm talking about, McDJC1. 54 people in here? Oh my gosh. Man, I 54 people I'm going to tell this story to. I hope you enjoy it. Definitely check out our memberships. You've seen people in here with the little cans next to them. Those are the people that are supporting the channel. Shout out to all the members there. Every month you get new emotes. I hand designed them. I hand picked them too. And you can use emotes in comments and in stream showing your support. Thank you so much. We got $22,000. By the way, this Area 51, where I'm at, I think this is Airport 51, it used to be Area 51, was based off of an underground review show Suda used to have. But yeah, we got a lot of different things. The textures I'm noticing on Travis's shirt, they're a bit pixelated. I don't think they smooth those out, but you don't really get to see them unless you go no jacket mode, which is an option. I like the pink panda right here with the star on it, so I'm gonna go pink panda. What else we got here? But yeah, you get to deck Travis out. They get some sweet shirts. They're all based off of clothing designers, like real designers that Suda's friends with. If you didn't know this about, oh, that's from No More Heroes 1, the old school. If you didn't know this about Suda51, he's like really big into fashion. He spends a lot of his money he makes off the games off of cool clothes. And you'll see him in interviews. He'll be wearing some like ripped jeans like Travis and weird belts and shit. There's a really funny story about... So like Suda, one of the things he does is he always empties out his closet. And... during the making of Shadows of the Dam, like one of the localizers that was working with him, Suda would come out with all of his old clothes, like in a big old trash bag, and then he'd call everyone into a meeting room, and he'd be like, okay, whatever you want, dig in. And he was just like giving away all of his high fashion clothes and stuff. And one of the localizers was wearing Suda's old pants, and his fly was down, and his dick was hanging out, and he was riding an elevator with Suda51, and Suda51 said, hey, your pants down, your dick's showing, and then like the guy was just like, these are your pants, and then Suda like paused for a minute, and he's like, what's that got to do with your dick hanging out? Suda's a comedian for real though, but he seems like the most laid back, down to earth creator out there. Like he's very, everything that I've learned about Suda, like he's very supportive of other smaller developers. And if you've played Travis Strikes Again, you'll know that about him. He featured so many different indie games on t-shirts and references to like Hotline Miami and other indie games that he really enjoyed. I gotta give him props. He even included sweary stuff. Like there's like a missing outfit, and there's a Deadly Premonition shirt you can get with the Raincoat Killer on his throne with all the axes. It was really cool. That's one of my favorite parts about Travis Strikes Again is just getting all the cool, like buying all the shirts and all the weird little references to indie games. But he still kind of embraces that independent spirit, if you know what I'm talking about. But this is beautiful. The level textures here I can see on the marble are higher quality. Even some of the character models that didn't really have a lot of detail in No More Heroes 2 just look phenomenal. I'm a little rusty, so forgive me. I had a bit of trouble with Helter Skelter. I'm playing on a mild mode. I haven't unlocked Spicy yet, so forgive me right there. This is my first time through on the HD version, but I played through 1 on HD, and it was a phenomenal time. I mean, it's really the definitive version. If you're going to go for it, Switch... I mean, these games were made with motion controls in mind, so if you want to experience it how it was originally designed, go for the Switch version. Really cheap right now, but I mean, with the Steam Deck coming out, I mean, you'll have the PC versions too, and I think it'll output 720p on handheld mode. I'm not sure if it goes to 4K or if it's just like high-end 1080, but I think it is 4K for the Steam Deck. I'll have to look at those specs again, but I'm really looking forward to Steam Deck. I did not get in on the pre-orders. I just, I'm kind of one of those guys who wants to see it in action and try it for myself before I commit to it. It took me over a year to get a Switch. Here we go. A tiger mode. I don't know. This is very rare, by the way. This maybe they fixed it in this one, but turning into a tiger in the slot reels here it was very rare in the original No More Heroes 2. So it's good to see that, like, my first time killing these dudes, I get tiger mode. That's really cool. No More Heroes is not a particularly difficult game unless you're playing on spicy mode, but it does provide a decent enough challenge in the later fights. I think the only thing that some people might not like is like going up against the long-range enemies that have machine guns. They take down your barrier pretty quickly. I've never been a huge fan of that. I would like more kind of close-to-close parry stuff, but there are some good fights. Look at the draw distance, by the way. Look up there in the skyline. Do you see that? That's a really decent skybox for a Nintendo Switch. I'm very impressed. And then you got the good music, too. I really enjoyed No More Heroes 2. I like playing as Shinobu. Spoiler. I do like those like breaks from Travis every once in a while. And there's some other things going on in here, which if you haven't played, they are some fun little deviations from the normal. But yeah, let's read some chat here. I pre-ordered the Steam Deck, says Majesty. Congratulations. To use as a second desktop, gonna set it up with USB-C dock. What I'm interested in for the Steam Deck is being able to like use it as a secondary capture device, right? Just plug it in wherever I'm at, if I'm just chilling with my Switch somewhere, and just like use it as a little mini capture card, or at least get a capture card set up on there. That would be cool. Just imagine like running capture software or like OBS in the background and playing like an old PC game. I'm speaking as an editor here. Like most people are like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. But as an editor, it's gonna make my life a little bit easier just to have that that functionality, you know, or being able to just stream from it. I'm not sure if it has like LTE or 5G wireless. I didn't hear about that, but if it does, like if it has ability to like do stuff beyond Wi-Fi, that'd be really cool. Just being able to play it and download stuff or stream on the go would be wonderful. But it just, I know a lot of people like to dog on Steam's other attempts to get into the market, the Steam controller, the Steam boxes. Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't the Steam boxes just a certification? Like just they licensed out random like pre-built computers that you would get at Walmart or something? Like random pre-builts, and they're like, this is Steam certified. They didn't necessarily build them themselves or get in the manufacturing bit of that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it was just more of like a branding thing. I think it's pretty unfair to not give Steam the benefit of the doubt. Steam is very conservative when it comes to what they put out in the market, be it software or hardware. So they must really believe that they've got a means to do it. And one of my primary concerns about the Steam Deck is manufacturing. Like right now, there's a major GPU shortage. There's a major CPU shortage. Basically, anything involved with high-end gaming is very scarce, and like even some of like Nintendo was having issues too finding some parts, and I think that may be why they didn't go with the Switch Pro and chose to go for an OLED Switch, which I wasn't impressed with. But for Valve to release it on the same day as the Switch LED, which is like it was brutal. It was definitely brutal for Nintendo. And I was looking forward to a Switch Pro. Like if they had released a 4K Switch and just beefed up the processor in it a little bit, gave it more RAM, like if I was able to run Deadly Premonition 2 in 60 frames, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. But they didn't. They really didn't. And I guess I chalk that up to manufacturing demands. Like logistically speaking, they could not keep up with the anticipated demand, because if they did put it out, there'd be a lot of people who'd be interested in it. But I think Valve might steal their thunder this time around. My only concern is scarcity. They've got to have some way to prevent scalpers from cornering the market this holiday season and getting it out on store shelves. Like having a store shelf presence is one of the main reasons why I ever pick up a system or handheld. Like the first time I held a Vita in my hands and I was like, this is the most perfect handheld I've ever played in my life. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine. was when I first held the Vita. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it. Okay, I don't care about the memory card. I'll save up the money. I must have it. Just getting it in people's hands is going to be the main thing this holiday season, and I just don't see them doing it. And this is my conspiracy theory. Okay, I'm not a business expert. But this is what I think a lot of major like big box retail, we're talking about Walmart, Best Buy, Costco and all that, they may initially sell the Steam Deck in there, but I don't know how long they're going to keep it in their stores. Like when you sell something like the Switch, you have return business. You have reason to keep the software on the shelf. With the Steam Deck, you don't have physical software, at least that we know of. I mean, there's no cartridge slot. You just have memory cards and then just your own Steam account in your library. So you don't really have a lot of reason for return business. So I don't see a lot of big box retailers like Best Buy, Walmart, and all the like wanting to keep it around and take up space on their shelves. So Valve's really got to find a way to keep themselves out in the public consciousness. Meanwhile, you got 2 variants of the Switch out right now, a third on the way. You still have Switch software being pumped out on cartridges everywhere. So it's like they have a reason, like the big guys have a reason to keep them around because they're still relevant. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I wish them the best. I do want this to be successful. I don't want to be skeptical, like put on my fedora and be Mr. Lay Skeptic about it. But I just don't see like a business model where they may succeed in a as a digital only kind of platform in major retail outlets. So they already have a pre-existing audience. So I will give them credit for that. You have the platform, you have your own OS, and you already have an audience, like an existing customer base that has a library. So like they're more willing to just buy the system by itself and have a library. So you may win over a lot of people, but logistically keeping up, like keeping them out, like putting them out, because I know the demand's got to be there. The demand's got to be there. The knowledge of it, though, like they certainly don't have the marketing arm Nintendo has. They don't have like I don't know, the iconography, if you will, the nostalgia factor. They've got some stiff competition in that world. So I wish him the best, and I definitely am interested in trying it out on my own. So there you go. Is Deadly Premonition 2 still an exclusive for the Switch? Says the Turtle Guy, Tokyo Morishima in my chat right now, guys. We got a living legend. Turtle Guy, there was an announcement of Deadly Premonition 2 for PC. There was not a director's cut per se, but just a port, and it was like released in some obscure manual, is what I want to say. There was like a developer log of all the upcoming games, but there's no trailer for it, there's no footage. To my knowledge, Toy Box and White Owls haven't said anything on any of their official channels, so I don't know. I think it was supposed to come out this summer, but when I hear about it, you guys will be the first to know. I'm definitely going to make some sort of video on that, and I hope it's good. I hope it's good, but no, in the past, we know how Deadly Premonition on the PC is gone. This looks great. The lighting effects on the rockets here look perfect. And I'm also qualifying it for the Switch too. I mean, this is as good of a Switch port as you could hope for. It's probably because it's not in the Unity engine. Basically, every game that has been ported in the Unity engine on Switch has been bad. Okay, we're gonna dodge roll away. We're in phase 2. I hate phase 2 of this fight because it introduces like one of those things that I hate about No More Heroes is like machine guns. And if you don't have a charged beam katana, like it just eats through your shield. And they're everywhere here. There are 2 lifelines in most fights. There's a slice of pizza and a battery pack you can find. But I just need to find a quick little spot to chill out. I'm like very, very low. Okay, let's chill here, get our charge on, and back into the fray. All right, let's get it. Yeah, this dude's got rockets. He's got turrets. Ugh! But yeah, even with all the action, there's not any performance dips that I'm noticing. And that's rare. Like even for AAA Nintendo games, you'll see some performance dips. I think I was playing Super Mario 3D World, the Bowser's Inside Story, and there were some major dips. And like when that big dark Bowser that comes out, he probably has a name that I forgot, but there were some major performance dips there. This is one of the strategies for winning this fight is get him away from the conveyor belts as soon as possible. And this is a good place to be. Oh, get that suplex going. Let's go. Backdrops. Yeah. Pretty good fight. It's really tough on Spicy, though. I have beaten this game on Spicy back on the Wii days. But that's what I love about this. It wastes no time. You're in, you're out. Like, there's only a couple of screens per level. Beautiful. Putting the boom in Boombox. Yeah, the Unity engine is really not good on Nocturne HD Remaster. Was it? I did play Nocturne HD. Was it the Unity engine? I never noticed that. I mean, this Shin Megami Tensei port on the Switch looks like a very barely functional PS2 emulator. They didn't do a whole lot to polish the experience. I mean, it's good, I've always wanted to play it on the go, so kudos for that, but it's really not the best it could be. I haven't played it on PS4, I haven't played it on PC, but let me know if those are any good. Oh, God. Oh, man. That's a unique taste. Jeez, guys. We cracked the kombucha of the stream. We've got our Kavita brand. I'm trying a new flavor. This is citrus. This is straight lemon and lime. It tastes like a very, very sharp and, I don't know, acidic Sprite. Oh, the carbonation there. I'm getting a little bit of carbonation grimace. Okay, I got this special disorder called carbonation grimace. Oh, I think it was called Florian syndrome. I got Florian syndrome. Like every time I drink carbonated beverages. That's a deep cut reference. My guys know about that. All right, so we're ranked 50, no longer 51. Where are we at right now? We've got Glaveson, welcome. Nocturne is always fun, but it's not the best experience. Yeah, honestly, and I'm not ashamed in admitting this, but I prefer the Persona series to the Shin Megami Tensei stuff. I do. I just, even in Persona, I just don't like conversing with the monsters, like the whole Pokemon elements and all that. Like I'd rather just have a set crew and just go on adventures, but maybe I'm more of like a traditional RPG enthusiast. All right, Gene, it's time for your workout. All right, here we go. This is me and Old Cat. Old Cat, when he was younger, he loved lasers. Anytime I'd bust out a laser, he'd be like, he'd talk to it, and he would just like fly off of counters or jump at things. Like I'd put it on a wall or something, and he'd just like climb up the walls. But the Suda really recaptured this cat simulator quite well. It's very authentic. So cute. I tried not to give Old Cat too many furry creature toys though, because I didn't want him attacking my sugar gliders. So you try and get the predatory instinct out of him, or at least not give him an excuse. But to his credit, he never attacked my sugar gliders. Last point 15 pounds. We're gonna stretch that cat. How can you not love this game more? That's what I want to know. Like, what's the big criticism of No More Heroes 2 over the first one? What are they saying? Because I just think this is more my speed. This is more my sense of humor. There's so much variety and fun to be had in this one. Was it always this crazy? I'm mashing like a fool on this. Sentry is down with the Old Cat in there. Yeah, he's doing good. Our old boy is doing good. He's still kicking. Taking good care of my boy every single day. Giving him his subcutaneous injections. He's got a special diet, special old-ass cat diet. But he's doing good. It's still ornery. Still trying to, like, he always tries to steal my food out of my hands. Yeah, like I can still see that old, young, spry gentleman still kicking around in there. But he's still doing great, so. Yeah, it gets easier the lighter the cat gets. Is that how it works? I see. All right, and then I think I got some money. We're going to give Gene the premium cat diet right here. IRL Glitch, what's up? Mod in chat. Watch what you say. My Janies are gonna sweep you out. sweeping the common with the broom. What's up, IRL Glitch? When I was a kid, my cat almost ate my hamster, and my mom screamed at the top of her lungs and let it go. Oh no, man, that's traumatic. I will tell you a story. When I was growing up, I lived next to an amusement park, believe it or not. For like the first 11 years of my life, I lived like right across the street from an amusement park. And there was a exotic bird show that went on at this amusement park. And I would go to it every year because I love animals and like bird shit, like birds walking across tight ropes and swinging and talking and saying funny stuff. Like I'm the target audience for dumb animal tricks, okay? And I went to it, and then I found out the people that ran the exotic bird show lived behind me. We shared a backyard together. And I thought it was cool because one time they let me come over to their house and just see their massive amount of birds. They had like a whole bird terrarium in their basement and like all sorts of like exotic parakeets and parrots and really rare birds that they trained. Like they had like a whole course that they trained them like how to do tricks and stuff, and they rescued them too. Well, one time, like I had like 3 cats growing up, and they were all kind of like related together. They were all from like the same litter, and I had like one outdoor cat that no matter what, we try to get it to come in and live, but it just loved the outdoors. It would come in like during the nighttime, and it would always bring us presents. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like presents are what cats, like they'll go out and they'll hunt small animals and stuff, right? So like usually my cat Misha would bring me moles, like moles, mice, and just like other small critters that it would encounter, and they just drop it on the doorstep. My mom hated this. My mom had to like take the mole and then throw it somewhere, bury it, whatever she ended up doing with it, frogs and everything. One time when I was young, my mom was like panicking, and she's like, "Oh no, you need to see what Misha brought home." And I was like, "What?" She brought home a parakeet, like a blue or like some exotic parakeet bird. I was like, where the fuck did Misha get a parakeet? And then I was like, Mom, the neighbors behind us have a parakeet. And we're just like, how did she get this parakeet? We never told them. They did it eventually. We never told them about that parakeet. I'm sure they were like, what happened to this like $200, $5,000, whatever it was, like trained parakeet? My cat somehow either snuck into their house or it was hanging out somewhere outside, and my cat killed this parakeet and brought it to us. It was crazy. It was crazy. We tried to make it an indoor cat, guys. We really tried. Oh, man. Mockingbirds? Wow, says Junior there. Yeah, my cat was vicious. Let's see if there's any more. We can do some muscle exercises. Let's do it. That underground fashion show hasn't been uploaded anywhere? Yes. I cannot tell you the channel name of it because it's in Japanese, but there is an underground like video game review / fashion show that Suda has put out. But I know there's some people that would love to know where it's at, but I'm going to kind of keep it to my chest for right now. But there's a reason for that. Yeah, the gym coach, I think, Ryan here, I think he's based off of Freddie Mercury from Queen. You got the Freddie Mercury mustache. And like the deep V neckline. That's definitely Freddie Mercury, for sure. And then the Hans and Franz Pump You Up is a reference to Saturday Night Live. All right. Always with her presence, says Lauta. We're getting, how far are we into this stream? How far are we? I can't see it from my capture here. Are we about an hour in? I told you I'd tell you guys the Boomer Gym story. Where are we at in this stream? How far are we in this stream? I did participate in it. I was one of the models. Guys, I believe it or not, I was once a fashion model for my college. I actually had to do the runway and everything for this clothing line aimed towards college guys. It was really weird. I think I was just like a substitute, like the original guy. He called in sick or didn't show up or whatever, and they're like, "Can you fit into this?" And I was like, "I'll try." And they're like, "Walk down this runway in front of everyone you know." And I was like, "Oh fuck." I don't know if this is a good idea. But you know what they did? They paid me $200. They paid me $200 for like maybe 5 or 10 minutes worth of work. It was amazing. I would do it again instantly. I would wear the most BDSM shit for $200. If it was only like 15 minutes long, I would do it. I'd put on the leathers. I'd be Leatherman for $200. If it was only 15 minutes, I had to go out there, I'd do it again. The best job I ever had. Right there. 15 minutes to wear this business casual stuff. I think a video of that might exist somewhere. I don't have a copy of it. I think my manager at the time had a copy of it and was like, look at Hikiko there. But yeah, there does exist somewhere a video of me going down this runway. It was bizarre, my friends. It was certainly bizarre. You got the look, says Terry. Thank you, Terry. I'm trying. I really am. I'm trying to get myself back into shape. And when I say okay, let's segue, shall we, into today's story. That's why I called you here. I called you here for today's story. I'm gonna admit something, and I'm not embarrassed to say this, but I've been trying to get like back into shape since like the beginning of summer, and I've been trying to find like ways that work for me, because when it comes to working out, I tend to flake after a while if I don't have like a strict routine. And like the deeper it gets into summer, the hotter it gets, and going outside and doing my normal stuff at home, like it even gets hot in my house, I just can't do it. But during like the winter, I picked up a game because I was like, man, the things are locked down. I'm getting out of shape. Like I sit down all the time for my job, editing all the time. Like editing, you're just sitting on your ass, I don't know, for like 40 hours at a time if you're doing it right, which I tend to do. My edit sessions are legendarily long and miserable. And that's why I like doing the cool streams. Like we're freewheeling and it's something different, and I get to communicate with chat here. But I want to show you something right here. There's a little secret. Can you guys see that? Can you see that? That is a purple brand butt pillow. It's like made out of this like memory gel, and it helps with my posture. I'm not gonna lie to you guys here. Like if you have an uncomfortable chair or you're sitting for a long time because of your job, get yourself a purple butt pillow. Okay, that's my plug. They're not paying me to say this. They're also very like breathable too. It doesn't give you swamp butt. It keeps rather cool throughout the entire thing, and it's just a very comfortable thing, and it's adaptable. I can take it with me anywhere I go. Really proper chair form is underrated, and it'll save you on down the line, okay? If you got a Hank Hill ass, it'll definitely do wonders for you. Anyways, that was my little side tangent there. But I sit a lot, and I think that's common, especially like with the pandemic. People are sitting at home, they're watching Netflix, they're kicking it, playing a lot of games. And the more I sit, like the more like my mental health like just starts to deteriorate. Like I feel like just dying. Like I feel like I'm dying. Not like I want to die, but I feel like a corpse is what I'm saying. Like I just feel the energy sap from me. I just don't enjoy things as much. I think about the outside world and just wanting to escape, and I just lose my motivation. So over the winter time, to kind of combat that, since the winter time tends to get a little bit darker out, the weather's miserable, you don't get as much vitamin D. The way I combated that is I picked up a game. And let me show you right here. You guys might be familiar with this, but this bad boy right here. Okay, this is the Ring Fit Adventure Joy-Con ring. And this thing is no joke, a very intense, like at-home exercise that you can do. Like they put you through the paces. It learns about you. You're like pushing and pulling, you're fighting big bosses in an RPG, you're getting down on the ground doing yoga, you're running in place, you're like using this ring as like a propeller so you can fly in the sky over obstacles, you're collecting stuff with Luigi's Mansion vacuums. Ring Fit Adventure is a godsend. Like Wii Fit was all right, it swept like the gaming world. It's like one of Nintendo's most profitable series, believe it or not, Wii Fit. But Wii Fit ain't got shit on Ring Fit, right? So over the winter time, I played a lot of Ring Fit. Like I felt like my exercise routine just gets destroyed all the time during the winter, and I eat worse foods, and I feel like shit. And Ring Fit really got me out of that. And it's a fun game. It's legitimately a good game, a little RPG, and it gets tough. And you can increase your intensity, you can play dance games, you fight bosses, you get new clothes, you craft stuff. It's a really complex RPG. And I haven't reviewed it on the channel or what have you. It was just kind of something I was playing in my personal life. But as the summer rolled on, I just kind of stopped playing it, and because I wanted to go outside. I was like sick of being indoors all the time. Like being indoors all the time just is killer for my mental health. I just start to feel like I'm dying on the inside. And so I just started going out and running. And I just like ran like maybe 3.5 miles a day. That's round trip. That's like out and back. And I just love running outdoors. That's been my thing since I was young. I love like looking at all the animals, all the dogs barking at me. I like the breeze that comes in, those moments where you feel the shade on your skin. It's one of my favorite things to do. Like I'm not a guy that lifts a bunch of weights or what have you. My thing is cardio, okay? I like running. I like the runner's high that you get whenever you're really into it. And it's free. I'm also a cheapskate. And running is like one of the cheapest things you can do. You can just fucking go anytime you want. You can build it in your schedule and, go for an early morning run. That's usually what I do, is just early morning run. And so like this summer, I kind of gave up Ring Fit Adventure and I started going on runs. And, at first I could do it just fine. It was no big deal. But then it started getting hot and sweltering. And where I live, the big problem is we have the worst humidity almost out there. Like not Louisiana bad, but it's up there. And it's like, it gets so thick that you can't breathe while you're running. So for like the first time ever, I decided to go with a gym membership. And I've never done something like this, and I don't know that I'll keep it for forever. Okay, it's kind of expensive to maintain a gym membership, if I'm being real with you, but I figured for the summertime, when it was too hot, I'd do the gym membership. They got a pool. They got a couple of pools. I could go swimming, and they've got like private lockers, private dressing rooms, so you can go take a shower or what have you. So it sounded like a pretty good deal. And it wasn't a good idea. And this is where the whole boomer gym story comes into play. So I've kind of committed to hitting the gym like every other day, okay? I'm not going to be like one of those gym rats that does it every day or does it twice a day. Every other day, I got a day on, I hit it hard, day off, rest. Rest and do other things going on in my life, right? And take care of that business. So I've been pretty consistent about hitting the gym. And my routine in the gym is like very simple. I go to the treadmills and I turn it on like 5-kilometer run mode. And then I just kind of like up it every day. Like I try and make it go a bit faster and try and get a better time. Like, I try and challenge myself. Like running 5 kilometers in under an hour was my first goal. And I crushed that. Then it went down to 50, and now I'm like hovering around like 43 minutes or so. And I build in like a cooldown. So I've been doing that, and it's been good so far. Okay, by the way, I haven't been able to go swimming but one time this entire time at the gym because this place I've been going, they closed their outdoor, or they closed their indoor pool. And the indoor pool is like where I want to go because indoor pools are usually open 24/7, right? You can just like go in at any time. And usually when I want to go swimming, I want to go when there's like the least amount of people, just find my own lane and just like go for it. Just right? And then I can kind of get into a zone. But right now, this gym I'm going to, their indoor pool is closed. And their outdoor pool is like a very big city kind of pool, right? It's like right in the heart of the city. Well, the thing is, over in America, our schools are closed for the summer. So like big families are just like loading up the pools at all hours of the day. It's not open 24 hours, the outdoor pool. So the first time I went to the pool, I went during like the first hour it was open, thinking I could get like a little spot to myself, just like a little lane to start swimming in. There were families, I kid you not, by the end of the first hour, there were over like 400 people roaming around the pool, dude. And I can't, like, I don't know. I can't do it because in my head, I'm thinking about all these kids that are like all their snot boogers running down their face, all the kids peeing in the pool and all the diarrhea and all the old incontinent old people that are there. And just thinking about everyone's different regiments. Like, did they shower before they get in? Are they sweating in there? Like, you're just in a whole like bacteria biome plus COVID, okay? I mean, that alone, like even if it wasn't a pandemic, it'd just be gross on its own. But plus COVID is in there right now. And I swear to God, I was there like no more than 30 minutes, and there was like hundreds of people at this city pool. And then they had like a big school bus line in, and they had like professional kid swimmers or whatever from the high schools just filing out of this bus, and they closed off half of this pool, right, so that those kids could practice. And then so like all those 300 or so people just crammed into half of it, and they were all surrounding me, and I just like was like, ah! I had to get out. It was getting crazy. So I the pool is just out of the question. I can't get my fucking cardio in the diarrhea swamp. Okay, it's just, I can't do it. I can't separate this. I can't separate from, because you know, when you're going underwater and stuff, a little bit of water gets in your mouth, you're drinking it in. You're drinking in all the pubes and the diarrhea and the snot and the boogers and the pee and the COVID. It's just like maybe my immune system will get better from it. Like maybe that's actually a pretty good thing for me ultimately, but couldn't. And generally speaking, when I'm in workout mode, I just want to be left alone. I don't need a partner. I don't need a sponsor or anyone to help me. I just like to do things on my own pace and then just back away. Back away from everyone else. Let them do their thing. I do mine. I got my podcast in here. I got my music. Is that a normal thing? Am I just antisocial or whatever for thinking that? Yeah, the pool's a COVID party. Time erase games. Total. And I've been vaccinated, okay? It's your choice what you want to do. But personally, I've been vaccinated twice. I've been vaccinated for I think 3 or 4 months. I got in early. I was like everyone's all worried, aren't you worried it's gonna kill you? Lie, don't, good. That's all I've been saying. If I die, I die. YOLO, let's go for it. I'm tired of all this shit, right? So I've been vaccinated for a while, so I'm not worried about contracting anything major, but I still try and keep my distance because I can still carry it. And I could still kill someone, and I can't reconcile that. Say what you will, I'm just not one of those guys that wants to harm anyone. Never have been, never will be. I don't want to kill somebody based on my butterfly effect or what have you. I don't ever want to be responsible for killing somebody's grandma or their mima or what have you. Okay, that I can't reconcile that. So I try and keep my distance. Okay, whatever you want to do, it's your body, your rules. Okay, I just don't want to kill anyone. That's where I stand. But if I've learned something about joining the gym, and as I said, I'm trying to find my own routine, find my own spot where I can kind of be alone and get in my zone, get my workout done, get my cardio in, and just leave, okay? My goal with the gym is to do it as quickly as possible, okay? Just do high intensity workout, do it in an hour, and then leave, okay? I don't want to bother anyone. But that's not what happened. That's not the way it happened at old Hikiko's gym, okay? And so the pool was out of the question. Rewind, pool's out of the question here. And I was like, okay, well, I can't go out and run anymore because it's just really hot. We're at the peak of the summer right now. Running outside's out of the question. So I was like, okay, I'm going to build in a nice treadmill, nice Stairmasters, and just start shedding pounds. And I've shed a decent amount of weight since I've been doing this. I'm not gonna brag about it, but you can tell if you look at my face now from maybe a couple of cool streams ago. It's been working, and I've been watching my diet. I've made my own protein shake, which I'll have to give you guys a recipe on. I've made an actually good tasting protein shake that I invented. But anyways, so my rationale for going to the gym and how I was going to build my routine is I'd just go fucking early, okay? I'd go at the butt crack of dawn where there's no kids, there's no teenagers, all the gym bros haven't hit it yet. I mean, the gym bros are always kind of there, but they're over on the weights and the bench press and stuff, and they're very respectful, okay? I don't know where everyone got this reputation for gym bros being assholes, but no, they kind of just hang to themselves, and they've always been supportive and nice. Every time I go into a gym, they're like, hey, what's up, man? They give you the head nod. They've been fine. It's the boomers. It's always been the boomers. Okay, the boomers are the worst about gym etiquette. And So like for the past couple of months, I've been like going to this gym, hitting the treadmill, and I've been trying to like improve my own personal time with the 5 kilometer. Like that's my main thing is like try and get the 5 kilometer faster and faster. And it's been going well. Usually it only takes me around like 35, 40 minutes nowadays. So it doesn't take me a lot of time. So I wake up early. First thing I do is I like blend my protein shake that I've invented, the Hikiko shake, patent pending. I blend that together. I get in my car and I go to my gym just so I can get it out of the way. And that's kind of my big thing. Like I'm more consistent if I can just peel the bandage and just get it out of the way and then just have the rest of my day to do whatever I want, right? So I've been going early, like near when it opens. And the other day, I was there and I was running. I was like nearing the end of the 5 kilometer. Okay, so I was hitting it real hard. And where I'm at in this gym, there are, and I counted this, there are 30 treadmills in a row. They wrap around. There are 30 treadmills. It's like one of the most popular workout machines you can do, right? My treadmill that I usually gets on, it has like an elevation. So you can kind of go like this and get a little bit more calf workouts. They have Stairmasters, a couple of those. They have like just bicycles and shit like that. There are 30 treadmills flat, okay? Just your basic bitch treadmills, and that's what I do, okay? I love cardio. And I'm like maybe 4 kilometers into this 5 kilometer, and then this old man, instead of like going to like the 29 other ones, he goes over to the one right next to mine. And then he leans, like there's like these bars up on the treadmill. He leans on it. And then he just gives me, he's like looking at me as I'm like, he's looking at me and goes, "How's it going? What are you up to?" Like, what? What is he doing? Why is he here? Why did he choose this? And why is he looking at me and he's not even doing anything on his shirt. He's leaning on it and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" It's just in the creepiest voice. And he's like in a full track jacket, like old man. And there's this thing on my treadmill, and I swear to God, like there's a little emergency stop button on the treadmill. I slammed that shit. I slammed it. My treadmill came to a halt. I look over at him, and then I just like move. I dip out. Creepiest shit ever, right? And I thought it was over. I'm like, okay, hey, did you get the message when I slammed this down? Because like when you slam down the emergency stop, the machine goes beep, 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 beep. And it lets the whole gym know that like, it lets the people, like there are people working in the gym that kind of look over to make sure like nobody's died on the treadmill or fallen off, right? So I hit this fucking stop switch because it just freaked me out, okay? I only saw that guy for like maybe 5 seconds, but he just gave me like this weird, creepy Courage the Cowardly Dog character. Like, "How's it going? Yeah, how are you? What are you up to?" You know what I'm fucking up to. What does it look like? I'm like, I don't know. I'm out of it, right? So I hit the slam stop button. The thing is like going off, and I'm just like backing off. Like I just go to the other side of the gym because there's a track. There's like an indoor track to this gym. So I go over there and this guy is still on the treadmill and he's like looking at me while I'm like way the fuck on the other side of the gym, just trying to cool down and just like reassess what just happened. And he's just staring at me like a serial killer from across it. And this goes on for like maybe 20 minutes or so before I just like I'm creeped out, right? And throughout like my time, a little side tangent, I just want to let you guys know that where I live right now, Missouri, the state, has one of the worst outbreaks of the Delta variant of COVID. It's killing thousands of elderly people and all the people who haven't got the vaccine. They're like busing them in from southern Missouri, from mid Missouri. Like they're busing them in from way the fuck out because like it's just like hitting crazy. It's like it's just spreading. I don't know the full science. I just know it's spreading like wildfire over here. So like we don't have a mask mandate. It's not required of us. I typically don't wear a mask when I'm out. I'm vaccinated. I just keep my distance. That's the main thing out of everything. Just everyone kind of stay in their bubble. So like this guy is already, he's already YOLOing. He is YOLOing, doesn't give a fuck if he's gonna die from this or what have you. He wants to flirt with old sweaty Hikiko. And that like even all the other boomers too, like at this time I go, it's mostly boomers. And I would say like, to their credit, they keep their distance. Like, he's the only exception here, this creepy serial killer. He's the only one that's really given me any shit. And everyone else kind of just picks a machine and sticks with it. So this dude's staring at me, and I'm just like, I can't finish. I can't go back over and finish this 5 kilometer. We're calling it a day. We're calling it a day. So, I'm like pouring down sweat. They've got personal changing rooms at this gym, right? And so I brought my gym bag with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. This is the first time I've ever taken a shower at a gym. Usually I just drive home and I take a shower at home. But this one had like locks on it, so I think everything's cool. Oh god damn. This is bad. This is really bad. I don't know if I should tell the rest of this, if it's appropriate for YouTube's guidelines or what have you. But like I was watching my back when I was going to this shower the entire time. Like I did not want to change in the locker area. Like I just found, I waited for like one of those private changing rooms to open up, and I went into it, not thinking too much of it. And while I was there, I go into this. Okay, let me set the scene for you. This changing room is like one of these fully set ones. It's got a shower, it's got a sink, it's got a toilet, it's got a baby changing station. It's got everything you need, okay, to get clean and go home. Like YMCA, like what they talk about in the YMCA song, you can have a good meal, right? Everything is in this, so it's actually pretty nice. And so this is my first time using this changing room. And I'm going to tell you why. We're going to do a little background story. I'm going to tell you why I don't usually use public restrooms in general. $5 from J-Spot. Thank you so much, J-Spot. Tell all. Okay, we're going to give a little backstory first. Let me get a sip of this kombucha. Okay. So, first of all, I have a personal phobia of public restrooms, okay? I have a personal phobia that was built after years of cleaning public restrooms in every shitty part-time job that I had growing up. People are absolute monsters, filthy, shitty monsters that write their names in said shit. They leave it on the walls. Oh my God, when I worked for one place, this place I worked at was a popular hookup spot in our bathrooms. There were old men would go to meet up with each other and get down in the bathrooms. And guess who had to come out? Mr. Old Jenny with this mop and bucket. And I mean, I was lucky if I even got a mask. I know, okay? So, I mean, like that, growing up, I kind of just don't like public restrooms. They've always been horrible, and I've just been traumatized over the years from that. But more recently, this last job I had I had to go to a lot of meetings, okay? And these meetings would stretch on for 3 hours sometimes. They go over every order of business, all the changes, award ceremonies, everything you could name it that was just so, like, everyone wanted to leave and, like, could you please just send me an email? Just send me an email. I can get the gist of it right. So, if you left early, the bosses always kind of took notice. They'd give you a look, like, what's he doing? Why is he leaving, right? So at the end, this was my last job, by the way. My last job. At the end of this one meeting that stretched on way too long, like, I was prairie dogging it. I had to take like life or death shit, okay? If I didn't take this shit, it was gonna come out this end, okay? I didn't mean to get too graphic, but it was one of those. So as the fucking meeting ended, like, I was like inching towards the door, like, during this meeting. I'm like, yeah, okay, yep, this is the new changes, this is the new policy, yep, and like, as he was coming to a close, I just dip out the door. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I hit up, I try and find a private bathroom. That's my other thing, is like, I try and find when I start a new job, I look for the most out of the way bathroom possible, so I just don't have to, like, hear somebody I know taking a shit and they can't hear me. Okay, that's the main thing. I go out of my way. I will go, if the bathroom is at the, like, there's 2 fixed points on a graph, I am the longest, I will go to this one, like, way over here. So I run for this bathroom. This is at my last job. I run for this bathroom and I find a quiet spot and I'm like, whoa! Okay, it's the worst. It's the worst shit I've taken in my life. It's dirty, illegal shit, okay? I should be thrown in jail for this shit. And as I'm wrapping things up, as you do in the restroom, there's like, here's my stall right here. Right next to me are the urinals. I try flushing this poop, okay? I try flushing it. It does not go down, though the water in the bowl starts rising up, and I feel a little cool sensation on me buns. And I'm like, this don't look good. And I'm like trying to, like, figure out what I'm gonna do. There's no plunger. This is like a widely used restroom, but there's no plunger, and it is pouring out of the bowl at this point. And so the first thing I think I'm gonna do is, well, let's hit the handle again. So I just keep hitting the handle, and then it starts, like, pressure's building up, and then it is just billowing out like a shit volcano out of it. And as I'm, like, working on this, my boss, my big boss who runs everything, is using, like, the urinal that is, like, right next to the stalls, and my shit just rises up. It goes off of the toilet, it lands, and then it does, like, a little hockey puck spin on to my boss's shoe. And I'm like, oh, I'm like, what do I do? And he just kind of noticed, like, there was a puddle of shit and piss, like, kind of near a shoe, and he's like, ugh, and he got shook it off. And then, like, he's got expensive ass shoes. He ran that place. He got expensive. He just, like, walks out. My shit piss is on his shoe. He's tracking it into the building, and I'm like, I need to stay in here for 10 to 15 minutes. I cannot go out there and let him know it was me. I can't let him know it was me. He could probably check the security footage and find out anyways, but I was embarrassed. Like, I had a jacket, like, putting it over my face. I'm in a different stall. Like, I migrated over to a different stall. I'm putting it over my face, and I'm just like, oh, God damn it. I'm gonna get fired. This is gonna be it. And I waited 15, 20 minutes, and I just left. And I'm like, I cannot shit at work. I cannot shit at public places anymore. That part of my life is done. I can't do this anymore. And that's why I've had, like, a phobia of using public restrooms. But so that's my background with public restrooms, just so you know, to lead in to the karmic retribution that happened to me. Okay? So, dialing it back 10 minutes ago, I'm at my gym, and I'm running from the creepy guy. I go to the locker room, and I decide to take a shower. I got my gym bag and a different set of clothes, right? And so I get everything out. I'm in my private with the lock, the dressing room. And then I just like get out of my clothes and I go over to the shower. I step in, the shower's got its own like little private wall. I step in and then I hear squelch. Let me rewind here. I go into the shower with my bare feet. I did not bring flip-flops. I should have. And I hear... My friends, I looked down, and what do you think I saw? I'll give you a guess, Chad. What do you think I saw? What do you think? I stepped... Ladies and gentlemen, I stepped in crapped briefs. Crap briefs? Crapped briefs. I stepped in crapped briefs with my bare foot. Crap briefs. Sometimes I just crap my briefs. I stepped in crapped briefs. You better leave that like for the crap briefs. Jesus Christ. The first thing that happened is I was like Marv in Home Alone. I was like, ah! Ah! I was screaming. My scream was reverberating off of this wall. And then somebody that was in the locker room was just like, you okay in there? And they were trying to open the door. And I had the shower on and I was just like holding it up and trying to clean it. And then I yelled. I was like, God damn it. Like, I stepped in shit. Some old fogey, and I know it was an old person, and I know it was an old person that did this. A fucking boomer that did this. They're COVID crap briefs. They were it was tidy whities, okay? Excuse me, correction. It was tidy whities that were just there. I had to just like... like, okay, I toweled myself off, and then I had an employee come by, and they were just like asking like, are you okay? Is everything okay? I heard you scream. Did you slip in there? I was like, I stepped in somebody's crap briefs at like 8 a.m. in this gym after I had got fucked by some strange elderly man. It was the worst day I've had in years. I'm not using public restrooms or not happening anymore. I've sworn it off, dude. This was quite honestly the worst shit that's happened in some time. Karmic retribution for when my shit and piss went onto my boss's shoes, okay? It came back around, but it wasn't my fault, okay? It wasn't my fault. It just flooded on its own. But some old boomer peeled off their shitty crap briefs and stepped into a shower. And just got them all wet, and I did not even retrieve them and put them in the garbage like you would do. No, just left them for me to step in. Fuck boomers. Boomer, remover, take them. Take them all. Delta variant. If it wipes them all out, I wouldn't care. And that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. I'm trying to get my life better. I'm trying to exercise and be a better guy overall. Get a little trim, get a little cut. And I can't find a good time to go. I can't. I don't want to be around the psycho. What if it was that dude who was just like, hey, how are you? How's it going? Let me strike up a conversation when you're clearly about to die from running. Were those his crap briefs? Were those his? And he just left him there like a hot boy trap. I just put the crap briefs down and then I'll know where he's at. Just a crap brief landmine. It was horrible, dude. It was horrible. The worst. And yeah, so that's my life. That's what I wouldn't recommend it. I don't know if I'm going to go back to that gym. I may. Dude, I just don't know. Like, what, will you fill out an exit survey? Like, every time somebody goes to a gym, they try and, like, talk you out of it. Here's an exit survey. Oh, no, sad to see you go. Why'd you go? Why'd you go? I stepped in crap briefs. Should be it, okay? One, crap briefs. That's my fucking survey right there. Would you like a discount for next time? Okay, how about a free month on us? No, that is like years of psychological damage in that one day, dude. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Yeah, it's like the start of a Catalina movie, Nero. Oh, good God. And so I feel like completely justified, like, with wanting to be an introvert, because society is sick in more ways than one. Like, it is not worth saving. We're not worth saving. We're doomed. Okay? Leaving crap briefs. Just monsters. Monsters are among us. Monsters are among us right now. Leaving their shitty crap briefs for you and me. I don't know, guys. But that's it. That's like a 100% traumatic moment that it's like ruining my life. I'm really trying to, like, improve and be a better person and like not feel like a slob that's playing video all the time, but honestly, it seems like I'm safer. I'm safer not interacting with society. But I don't know. I just don't think I'm going back. The Hikikomori lifestyle is pretty neat. You got that right, Mr. T. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I hope it was worth it. I hope sticking around for the story was worth it. I did tease it a little bit in yesterday's video, but my life is cursed. I feel like maybe when I was a kid, I made a wish on a monkey paw, or I interacted with the Wishmaster, and maybe I wished for a good, like, normal life, and that got the exact opposite. But nowhere but the cool stream, ladies and gentlemen. Nowhere but the cool stream will you hear that shit. But my life is just like an endless series of misfortunes, and like, this has been happening, like, this sort of stuff has been happening to me since I was a kid. Like, I've always had kind of a young face, so, like, creepy older men, and I say creepy older men in, like, a way of, like, you shouldn't be talking to somebody that you're 50 years older with, kind of thing. They've been like trying to get me to go in their vans for a long time. True story. Like, they've been trying to, like, kidnap old Hikiko here, and I almost got kidnapped. I almost got kidnapped again. Adult napped or whatever by that dude. That guy's face, though. He stared at me across the gym like I was the crazy one for hitting the emergency stop and getting distance between us. That dude just, like, stared at me like, what the fuck is wrong with kids these days? Like, no, dude, like, I don't know. The way he was, like, leaning in and just, like, dead eyes. Those, like, veneer teeth that he had, or dentures, or whatever he had going on. Old people weird me out, okay? Not all old people, not all boomers, hashtag not all boomers, but old people just creep me out. They make me like crawl in my skin, and knowing that I stepped in one of their feces was just like, it didn't help things. Really didn't help repair Hikiko elderly relations, okay? It set it back by maybe a few decades. I'm gonna need some time. No, I mean, like, the older women at the gym are fine. They're nice. It's not like you hear, like, cougars hitting on me. No, the cougars, like, never come my way. The hot older women never come my way. They're just polite, respectful women that I'm around, okay? I'll take polite older women over any old boomer man in the gym. So it's like one of those times where I can use the word salacious. Salacious older men that come in. I mean, like, if John Travolta, like, hit me up in the gym or something, it's like midnight, there's John Travolta, it's like, yeah, man, it's fine. It's all cool. It's cool. This is a positive interaction. I wouldn't care. Okay, but I love Michael. Michael's one of my favorite movies. Saturday Night Fever's pretty based. You know, that's fine. But no, it's all these old fogies that are leaving their crapped briefs in the showers. So I'm done with that gym. I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell them how it is, like why I left. They would know. They're probably talking about it right now. Why I left? Because I yelled at them. I was like, I stepped in human feces, a big soaking wet mess. Like, why? Why did this happen? Does anybody, and it was early in the morning, okay? The gym had just opened. So these were fresh boomer droppings, okay? If I was a boomer tracker, found them, they're still in the area, okay? They're still in the area. I'm not gonna lean down like, They're like, no. Okay, they're still around. These are fresh tracks. Oh, good God. So yeah, I've been traumatized for life, and I'm glad I could share that with the cool stream. Salacious Crumb, says Bullet Ninja. What up, Haggle Man? Idris Gurashi. I mean, you don't ever have to compare the bars. I don't blame you, man, says J-Man. Like, I wanted to go to a gym. Like, I wanted to, like, get over myself. Because, like, I'm a bit insecure. When you walk into the gym, you got people that have been there for years. They got their routines. But in my encounters, like, all the gym bros, all the dudes that are in, like, their 20s and 30s and stuff that are just lifting weights, they're just polite. They want to help you. They just want to be like, hey, what's up? Check your form. Check your form. Oh, you're just starting out? Try this machine. Like, when I was there, the gym bros were just polite. And then they just go in their space and lift their weights. All the gym bros are nice, from my experience. They want to help. But the boomers just want to collectively come together and spread the Delta variant. And then blame us. And then blame us when we've tried to help them. Yeah, Musicology, it is a poop stream. Hikiko the Boomer Slayer. No, I got slayed. I totally got slayed in this instance. I totally, I'm not coming back. They got me. They found my one weakness. How did they know? How did they know that human feces would be my kryptonite? If I go anywhere, if I go to your house, and you leave a turd, lying in the bowl, you forgot to flush, you animal, I'm going to think less of you. I should never know what you ate, the shape of your poop. I can't. I hold on to things. I got a photographic memory. That's the curse I have. I'll never be able to forget this. Well, I hope the people in the archive are at least enjoying this. Please donate to Hikikomori Media, become a member. Super chat, patron. I could really use it. I gotta make up for that gym membership. I gotta recoup the cost. Please, thank you. Please and thank you. I gotta buy No More Heroes 3 next month too. I suffer so you don't have to. This is not what the nostalgia critic says. Hiki, the Sigma move was to walk around the gym with the poop still on your foot. Just wear it around my arm or something. Just wear the crap briefs and then just interrogate people. This belonged to you? No, man, I was out. Like I was shivering when I was shaking mad at first, like crap briefs. As I was driving my car, I probably shouldn't have been driving. Like they say, like you're impaired if you've had a few beers. I think I was impaired just from having stepped in crap briefs. I shouldn't have been on the road. I really shouldn't have. I had road rage like I've never had before. Tell all the boomers to drop your pants. Maybe that guy would have been, that creepy guy would have been free balling regardless. Even if those weren't his, I guarantee he was free balling it. Literally crying and shaking. I was seething. I was definitely seething. Dude, no, like, I had told one of the members, the employees that were working there, I was like, you need to clean this shit up. This is unacceptable. That's what I said. This shit will not stand. Oh, I forgot about the Gundam part. This is great. It goes by pretty quickly, this Gundam part here. Maybe I should have played, the Death Parade cutscene so you had a bit more context, but we're in a Gundam right now. This is one of the reasons I was like, okay, I love No More Heroes 2. But yeah, I can't wait to go back through this whole game. Like, there's some really wild scenes later on. And it has a very dramatic story, believe it or not. Of course, my favorite scene in this game is when Travis hooks up with Sylvia and then he goes out on his balcony and he's like, downward fucking dog! How do I guard again? I'm sorry, I didn't even look at the controls like a scrub. It's a really easy fight regardless. And that was definitely by design. Oh, there went my hair light. Which means it's about time to wrap it up. I'm probably going to wrap it up after this one. I don't think I can top that story. I always say that about my streams. I don't think I can top that one. Probably, like, if I don't share my trauma... This is my therapy, man. If I don't share my trauma here... no one's gonna want to hear it. No one really wants to hear that kind of stuff, but Cool Stream does. Oh no! I think that might actually kill me. That does a fine chunk of damage. Yeah, we're about dead. Get up, get up, get up, get up! Oh no! This may be it! Come on! Got him. Right at the very end. I should have read the RTFM. Read the manual. I love his jerseys, by the way, like with all the LED lights on it. I know that there's what is it? Like one of those Power Ranger suits in the second one Travis can turn, or in the third one that Travis can turn into. Charlie McDonald dead. Thanks for sharing your agony. Thank you, J-Man. Thank you, Terry and Neon Neko. I really hate the final boss, No More Heroes 2. Pizza Bat Jr.? It kind of ends abruptly. I'll agree with you there. Henry's a really tough fight in No More Heroes 1, though. Let me fix my mic here. All right, let's get our ranking down. Travis Strikes Again feels more like a sequel than this game to me, you know? Well, that's because it was directed by Suda and written by him, Masahayuka, so this one has a different director. But I still love it. All right, guys and gals, thank you so much for joining me. It was a nice, cool stream. What do you think? One for the records. Let me give my shout-outs real quick before I leave you. You guys, by the way, I want to thank you. Thank you for leaving that like. Really helps out the stream. It's the cheapest way to support the channel. Let's get it up. We're at 50 likes. We can't get it up to 51 likes? Come on. This is the perfect time for 51 likes. Let's get it up to 50. There it is. There it is. Thank you so much. Wait. We got 61 viewers. That's awesome. Thank you so much. 50 likes, 51 likes. Let's get it up there. Let me give my shout outs here. We got Time Erase Games, Idris, Mr. T, McDJC1, Glaveson, Extreme Link is in here. We had J-Spot with the super chat, J-Man Rising, Mr. T, Musicology, Muhammad's in here, Terry309. You guys are excellent. Thank you so much. I will give you a brief update. Yesterday's video was very helpful. I was thinking about like new videos I'd put out on the channel in the meantime. I got some solid ideas in there. So if you haven't seen it already, I posted an update yesterday. I'm asking my subscribers what they want to see on the channel, and I'm taking that feedback to heart. Usually I just make whatever I want. I just make things that I'm interested in, and then other people seem to like it every once in a while, but everything I like is not what everyone else likes. So I want to try and make some more content that's either out of my comfort zone or maybe some stories I'm missing or something. And yesterday was very inspirational. I already have like one video planned that I'm going to do, and hopefully I can get it out this weekend. It's going to be on the shorter side. These videos might be on the shorter side, not as super overproduced and stuff, but they should be fun. One of which is like more of a passion thing, like an issue I care about, and then like there's some people that want to see collection stuff. There's people that want to see more system stuff. They've given me specific game ideas, so if you want to check out that previous video, leave a comment down below and just let me know what you want to see, and then I'll be looking through that, and for like the next month I'll be making some of those videos. And then like at the end of August, No More Heroes 3 comes out, so I'll be in like full steam ahead on that production. And then The Good Life, I just got my notification for Swery65's newest game, The Good Life. That releases this fall. I am a backer for that, so if you want to know if I'm biased because of that, I'm going to reveal that I am a backer. I am very excited for it, but I will hold them to task. If it's a bad game, I'll let you know. If it's a great game, I'll definitely shill it as much as possible. I really believe that Swery has proven that he can make great games even after he left Access. I really like The Missing. I think Deadly Premonition 2 is a pretty good return. Like it has some good stuff, but it's overall flawed, but it's still pretty interesting for a small team. But The Good Life seems to be all hands on deck. There's a lot of interesting systems in it. So if you haven't seen the trailer for The Good Life, check it out. It's coming out for Game Pass, so you'll have a chance to check it out if you have that. Boofendine. Better late than never. Check out the archive. The archive will be up. Fred Savage by Hikiko. Keep pumping iron. I'm not pumping iron. I'm just doing cardiovascular. Fictive Truism DP2 PC is supposed to come out this year too. I hope. I will be giving it a look when it does come out. So thank you so much. Anything I'm missing? Any final questions? With that, I want to say thanks so much. I've been Hikiko. Leave that like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified of all future cool streams, even if you're watching the archive. There's a cool stream playlist. I always keep up my old streams on there, so that's really nice. Support the channel, and then we're going to be seeing a new Grasshopper B-Sides very soon. So take care, everyone.